Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, and close my door. Doing a few odd things today. Today's going to be kind of a variety day, but not in like the video game sense. Just a lot of different things. Um, okay, so start with we're setting up a project right now for Kai because we're going to be doing some edits for Kai's characters. But right now I have them packed away in a different project. We're going to move everything into one project. Um, so, 2024. Trying to think right now. Turn this a little. Can't. I'll turn this instead. Fine. All right. So, we have our Unity projects in here. And we want to take from this project everything here. So I'm going to copy this folder. Then we'll go back out to our new Kayomri project. Interesting. Is it uninitialized? Let's open the empty one first. Hello, Jay. Good morning. Welcome. Hello, hello. How is your day going? My day is going pretty good. How's your morning going? Very good. Very good. Um, Monday though. Not super pumped about a Monday, but I am glad to be getting back into the work. We're just opening a Unity project right now. Oh. Hmm. Oh, I can already tell you this day will be a good day. Trust me on this. It's already 3:33 p.m. for me. I'm from the future. We're gonna have an eclipse here where I am in Austin, Texas. Um, Fortunately, it's cloudy, so I don't know how well we're going to be able to see this. There we go. Okay, so now we've created our project. I'm going to back up a little and just double check that what I copied from the other project, one, then assets, and the folder is just sam.r, no spaces. Okay. And then in here, this is the one we copied just in case. I'm going to copy it again and back. Okay, so new folder. Boom. I'm going to keep things named the same. Paste. All right. That should load in our assets. Also, I got this cool tool called an interpreter. I actually want to change the model really quick. Topic. There we go. Interesting. And then so I got this AI tool downloaded called Open Interpreter. Very interesting. It lets an LLM take actions on your computer. So I've hooked it up to Claude Haiku. Where is it? It's Open Interpreter, right? Documentation. And then model. What? Should have been able to remember that. Dash dash model. And like an AI assistant. Exactly. Though this time I'd like to try the sonnet. Didn't Microsoft ship something like that a few months ago? They have the Copilot through Bing. So you just go Copilot. All right, where is it? I'm searching Bing on a Microsoft computer and it doesn't, it's not the first thing that pops up. Anyway, but yeah, you can have it take actions on your computer. It's like open DeviantArt. And then it'll do it. Okay, and it opened it up on my other screen. There's another feature. Programmatic, starting a terminal, messages. I want to make it say less. Anyway, seems they removed it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave this up in the background because I'm trying to tune my brain to start thinking about using those things. Um, I just think there's so much potential with, especially with AI agents. Hello, Zoom. Welcome. Good morning. Happy Monday. Um, yeah, let's see. Maybe I can make it do something. Let's say, uh, yeah, create a folder on my desktop and create 20 text files in it. Have a good weekend. I did. Did it make it? Yep. Cool. Fascinating. Yeah. But yeah, had a good weekend. I went to my little cousin's birthday party. Not little anymore, but he's grown up. But we had cake and a bunch of sushi, so it was pretty good. Can't complain. And then I spent the rest of it farting around with AI stuff. May not surprise y'all. I've been trying really hard to set up AI agents. It's a good day in my books. It is. It is. And this open interpreter model, super interesting. I've been able to get it to download repositories for me, set them up completely in virtual environments and stuff. So I think it's a really, and it's all open source, by the way. Um, very, very fascinating stuff. Right now, we're getting a project set up for Kai because we're going to do some face tracking setup today. Hmm. What makes me realize that we're not going to have enough space in the parameters. So we might need to do some parameter optimization. And import. Also, I don't know if you guys anyone saw my my post here on Twitter, but I was trying to make a new project this morning, and I'm sitting here looking at like the layout here for the projects, and it's like there this with the world avatars and the avatar worlds, this was the worst way they could have organized this. Like this is actually the least optimal option because they could have either had it where the newer projects, the 2022 project options, were on the left side, like world avatars, both the 2022 versions, or they could have had it so that only the worlds are on this side and the new ones on top and the old worlds on the bottom. But instead, they have it in the least related way. Like none of these make sense anyway. That's totally unnecessary, but whatever. Also, I'm gonna start making a I think we'll make a Resonite world for me today. So it's gonna be on the books for today. Yeah, I'm pumped about it. It should be really really fun. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna show you all one more tweet that I did because I think it's really illustrates how interesting Resonite is over VR chat. I should really try that campaign. Well, I'm going to tempt you in, lure you in like a siren, because it is really cool, and you can do stuff like this. This is something that you just actually would not be able to do in VR chat, and I don't think you'll ever be able to. So like they have this Tidum avatar, and they're able to immediately and directly install those onto their current avatar in game in real time. No need to hop out of Resonite. No need to do anything else. You can just straight up, as long as it's, matches your avatar. This isn't like any clothing for any avatar, but you can very quickly add and remove stuff to your avatar. Like, how cool is that? Can you do that in VR chat? No. And you never will be able to. Lucius of Eden. Good morning. Good morning, Lucius. Welcome. I like your name. I was waiting on stuff to load right now. So that's why I'm excited for Resonate, because I was thinking for like VR chat meetup or VR meetups, especially for what I'm doing here, especially if we bring people in. It's like I'd love to do like a little community meetup, and I'm gonna plan for this on this upcoming Friday. But a community meetup where we all get together and we like share our art for the week. But the cool thing about Resonite is we can all meet up and immediately share screenshots in the game. So it's like you can just drop your screenshots in. Oh, this is the work I did and stuff. Um, Beautiful mind. Appreciate the spam. Do they always have a dedicated memory slot for each player or something? How does that couple the data? Indeed, you actually do have data, and I believe you get 1 GB free with your main account, and then you can pay for more. Space. Perhaps just updates over your existing upload. No, actually, it is really integrating it into your avatar. The avatar system in Resonite's very, very flexible, and you can pretty much do anything you want with it, because um, make you can make scripts in real time in the worlds, on your avatars, on into the worlds, etc. How does the game handle big uploads while in world? I'm guessing it slows down the upload. It's a good question. I've never tried uploading a bunch of stuff, but it is really just like drag and dropping 3D models into the world. Hello, Cornfather. Good morning. Do I need to finish the upload before I can send the data your way? That brings so many questions. I think it just like syncs it. So you drop it in the world, and then there's a loading bar for everyone until it populates for them too. So it's similar to when you add nodes to VTubing avatars in real time instead of thinking about it. VRC getting overloaded by their animator layer system. VRC will, as VRChat is currently created, I don't think they'll ever be able to do something like this. There's no real-time scripting, and there's no real-time uploading of assets. So they basically just walled themselves off from ever being able to do something like this. Which is a little sad in a way. It's kind of sad. All right, 1 second, y'all. I'm just gonna do this. Cool. Careful here. I might have to wait to do this. Maybe I'll do this one off stream. Risky. Risky. Okay, well, we'll leave it there for that. And we'll come back to that this afternoon. But the project's set up and ready to go. This will be a Discord stream. I'll be doing a Discord stream this afternoon, potentially, most likely. What time is it for you, Sam? Right now it's 8:49 a.m. Well, I get there's 1 GB limit. It's hard to see anyone other than a specialist taking advantage of it since most people poorly optimized. Guessing allowing live uploads is fraught with security issues, though. When I build a system, I already get pissed if I need to allow image uploads from my users. um, I believe you can manage permissions through the world, so not everyone can do certain things in the world. But it is definitely a lot more freeform than anything else. But I personally think that that's how it should be. I may be controversial in saying that, but like I think that we will only be able to do the really really cool stuff in VR if there is risk. Like you only get to do the real time cool stuff if you open yourself up to risk. And then you the most important security metric is just trust, right? It's like, do you trust these users? Do you trust these systems that you're bringing in? Yeah. Anyway. Okay. We're gonna switch tasks because we set up the Resonite the VR chat project for Kai, and I will have to do some. Let me take a look at the Blender file before I walk away from the project. Maybe I can do all my Blender work right now. Excuse me. Sorry, one moment. Back to full screen. Anyway, so this Friday I will be doing a Resonite meetup. Yeah, we'll be able to drop in our well, I don't know. What do you guys prefer, VR chat or Resonite World for a meetup? I I do think I'd prefer to do Resonite because then it's not on me to bring all the stuff in. I'm not the limiting factor there. People can just bring it, go into the world, bring in their work, drop it in. Feel like that's a little more, a little nicer. I just have to check this Blender file. I'd visit in any case. Well, thank you, Zoom. I appreciate that. But yeah, and I was talking about this last week, Zoom, but I genuinely think I'd love a VR system or some sort of uh okay, so let's hide that. Okay, put there. Right. Does make it challenging. Yeah, okay. So this is work that will have to go off stream. All right. That's what I thought. Can't wait to flail about trying to get Lorian working in Resonite. That'll be interesting. I'm intrigued by that. But what's interesting is you can bring in the files and we could literally sit there and figure it out. Does that mean there's a lot missing from Neos VR to be a competitor? Neos VR is basically on the decline. They fully embraced cryptocurrency NFT stuff in a way that really upset one of the co-founders and then the community itself. So they're kind of in a bad position. Resonite is the new Neos, correct? Exactly. And Resonite does not have NFT things. All right, I'm going to just show one more thing from Resonite right now because I think it really illustrates how compelling it can be. The NFT bullcrap that kept me from trying it. Yes. Yeah, it was basically a death sentence for their own platform. I hope I saved this. It was really cool. There's some furry that was doing like a whole concert in Resonite. It's a pretty small concert, but it was still very interesting that they were able to do that at all. Where'd it go? Yeah, there we go. So the Electro is like you're legitimately able to do full face tracking and stuff. I don't you can kind of do this in VR chat. But I just felt like there was a lot higher quality. Anyway, cool stuff. Live performance. Lucius. NFTs, the destroyer of all. I don't have a problem with cryptography. I have a problem with grifting. And that was really what the problem was. There are good use cases for certain aspects of cryptography, not cryptocurrency. I imagine there's no extra barriers / protections in Resonite against ripping. Ripping is always going to be a problem, no matter what. There's no... You download stuff onto your computer in order to see it, so... I think, yeah. It's just an arms race, right? On some level, it's always an issue. Okay, I'm going to... Ripping will be something you need to build around, not against. The only true solution for ripping is cloud streaming. Instead of downloading things on your computer, you just stream a video of what you're doing, or what the user is doing, and you never share any files with them directly. But until that happens, it's just built, it's baked in. It's the same with any other video game. Okay, here's what we'll start with. We're gonna do fixes for Veil. Particularly concerned when you can rip people's avatars with just their username or the avatar's name. Yeah, because you can just try to get that data from VRChat servers. The data's a bit safer than I'd be happy, haha. Well, there's two things to that. First is knowing, like, people have to know that you have the avatar that they want, right? It's not like, sure, you could try to scrape every avatar, every user, but I think that's pretty easy to flag yourself. That would require a pretty heavy data breach. So it's like, I really think it's mostly, again, it kind of goes back to the idea I was talking about. I think trust is the only thing that's going to matter in the future for how you do VR. So it's like, don't show something to people you don't know that you aren't willing to lose. Right? So it's like, only use the avatars that you want to keep rare or keep for yourself around people that you trust in private servers. BZS, though, I like this VTuber and the username is usually the same. The most usable method would be scraping the data loaded in a world you're in. Let's open up Veil. And Lindy sent me some notes. And we're just going to go through that. Finish them up. And Dabby is in your world. Ripping is quite impossible unless you hack the entire database, in which case having your Abby stolen is the least of your concerns. Yeah, I'm just used to how easy VRC made that for people. I want a decentralized version. Decentralized multiplayer. Maintain. Where? Where do they see it? Oh, I see on the mail. Funny. Let's make a save a copy. And feedback, tweaks. So far as I know, in VRC, they use the in-world method unless their API has some kind of issue. Hard for me. I don't know the underlying aspects of it for sure. But for Resonite, I'm very excited by it because there's a lot of other things that are possible in such a system, where you can stream in data and stuff like that. Because basically, as it turns out, you can just straight up stream in data. So my goal is to like sync my real world position. Getting a call beer beat sounds good. Is to sync my like physical real world position to an avatar that's in my world. So like I can have this like version of myself that's like while I'm working, people could literally hang out with me in this virtual space. I like the idea quite a bit, so I'm gonna try. I think that'd be a good week for this actually. Let's try the Resonite data streaming. All right. So we're going to make some hand poses here. And I just made a backup. So that's what I really wanted to do before doing anything. I see what's going on. Go to AutoRig Pro. Whoa. Oop. And keep forgetting that I need to hop out, edit the reference bones, and I want to see the positioning here. I'm clicking right here, please. Bone selection in Blender is actually really oddly difficult a lot of the time. Then is there a smooth option? Oh, oh. What? Sure. All right, I'm back. All right. And then, oh, that one. Oh, I didn't grab the last one. And that rotation should be better. Yeah, look how much more even they are. Very important to get your bone roll correct. Roll them bones correctly. Bone. Oh yeah, there's a weight painting issue right there. Interesting. So one of the other fingers. Definitely one of the other fingers here. I can just do this, figure it out. There we go. So it's on the pinky somewhere. There we go. Boom. All right. Go to that little stray weight painting. Actually, I should hit it with this because then I can use symmetry tool and make sure that it does it on the other side as well. Wait, 1, 0. Okay. Rejected. Doesn't there? Okay. I finally found an app similar to what you described. I want to know if you've heard of Motion. It's a 3D VTubing app that has basically multiplayer load in the same room. Let me take a look. Oh. Motion VTubing. Interesting. There we go. Why'd that take so long to load? Hello, Shauna Uvali. Hello. Welcome. It's on Steam, I believe. Gotcha. Sandbox app, like create your own. That's pretty cool. I like that. And they're updating recently, so that's a good sign. What I am very interested in is Micoverse. I'll spell that out. Hello, Arctic. Good morning. Welcome. I mean, you would be restricted by headset, so glorified Discord call. Haha. It's that creator collab update. The Micoverse is super interesting, which is available now, actually. So I'll probably go back it. Show it off really quick. Oh, wait. Maybe not. It's been coming soon for like a month now. Come on, y'all. But a lot of stuff. Twitch integration, bring in other characters and stuff, and it's an Unreal Engine 5. So just like the latest, literally the latest and greatest features So this is also a very good direction, I would say. UE5 is my deal breaker because learning Unity was enough of a hassle for me. Well, the sad reality of 3D stuff is learning never stops. Maybe not sad, but there's always more. It never ends. And shouldn't have undone it. Unless it did save both. Let's just copy the pose really quick. Copy. No, it did not. So paste it on opposite. And to hand fist. Boom. Hello, Rocky the German. Hello, welcome. Welcome. We're doing some edits on this VR chat avatar right now. Welcome to the stream. Hello. But I'm super pumped about UE5 because man, that is the fidelity you can get, the new features that are coming out. I just feel like the apps need to come up with something new because it's basically already fulfilled by Warudo. There's going to be a major competition for the next VTubing platform and the next VR platform because VR chat can only do so much. VR chat will most likely not be the top dog in 10 years, maybe 5 years. Hello, Rocky. What's your question? I've heard that learning Unreal isn't super difficult if you know Unity. Still a game engine, so the concepts are pretty much the same, but I'm also not excited to learn C++. Well, they have a node-based scripting system. Perhaps that's not actually that compelling for you, but isn't it adding my hand here? There we go. There we go. My question is, how hard is it to make your own character? If you wanted to get a character into VR chat, I'd say that you could do so from nothing within a day. But you would have to rely on a lot of tools that other people have made. So let's say like a Vroid is a fantastic add-on. So let me send this your way. But Vroid is a very interesting program that allows you to make characters in this little like application. Very suited for anime characters. Either that or you can go buy a base avatar or find a free VR chat avatar, make edits to it. But you are definitely in for, I'll post that there. You're definitely in for a lot of learning. If you want to, if there's something very specific you have, you're like, I want to, there's no end to how much you can work on your character. That makes sense. like there's no, only you define how much you want out of your avatar. So what I would say is that you'll want to you want to keep that balance in mind. I would start small, start with very bite-sized chunks of learning. And if you're just looking for an avatar that no one else has, it's for yourself. Just hop in Vroid Studio, make something for yourself, and then look up Vroid to VR chat tutorials. There's a lot of tutorials out there about taking your Vroid character and bringing it into VR chat. Hello, Pablo. Welcome. Waiting for your stream, lol. Can you help, please? What's going on? What's going on? Something going wrong with an avatar? Thanks so much. Absolutely, Rocky. I'm wishing you well on your journey. There's definitely a lot of exciting aspects to this kind of work, and it will get easier as more people get into this and more information is shared. Like people showing what you can do. I'm making a Brawly outfit from Dragon Ball Z. Nice. I like Brawly. It's cool. Sculpted it. So one down on my. Sorry, my internet's kind of. My internet connection looks like it's dipping. Sorry about that. I had to shoot with the baking and Substance Painter. Gotcha. And the Booba Clippy. Booba Clip. This bone clips it a little, but it seems to mostly be this one that's clipping it. Oh, right. Please help, the normals are freaking gray. Can you send a screenshot in the Discord? In the Blender channel. Or, yeah, Blender channel will work. Is there a Substance Painter channel? I don't think so. Blender or VRC, but the creative development. Gotcha. Where'd you post it, or which channel? General. Oh, here we go. Creative advice. All right. Gray channels. Here. So it's not baking your normals. I'm not sure what you're saying by it's gray. Right now you're not looking at the normals. These are not the normals you're looking at here. This is just the shaded view. See, you're in this material view right here. Here, I'll take a screenshot. So up here is the material view. So that's the view you're in. You're not looking at your normals in this. Looks like your position normal is baked right here. So that's good. And then, yeah, this is blank. Did you import? Go into your mode here and screenshot your baking settings. So go to the baking window and check your settings. And send me a screenshot of your settings. Baking window. There's one more bone for the breasts, which is right here. This one. And we'll put this one in our other layer. But this guy should have bone constraint, child of constraint. Yes. Child of. And I would want it to be the rig. Rest 1. I'll set the influence to 0.5. And it should only be the shouldn't move forward. So if I turn this off, set inverse. Why does it do that? Nice knockers. Well, thank you, Brian. Doctor. Interesting. Turn on the bone axes. Okay. So this is the Z axis for this one. Don't want it to move that way. Want it to move that way. Dislocation parent. Why does it do that? What? Huh. Funny. Bro, that's kind of sus. You gotta figure it out. Can you take a screenshot? Oh wait, what version of? Oh, you're not in the latest version, are you? Interesting. Mine usually gives me a visualization of the mesh over, like the man, I don't even know if that existed before. And it remained gray. It looks like you have a UV map, which is fine. So that should be good. Well, then I think right now you have ignore back faces checked. Good morning, Skyfire. Hello, welcome. Oh, sorry. Scroll down to this section. So send me another screenshot where it says normal Baker parameters. What does that look like in here? Good morning, Skyfire. Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. And everyone else that's lurking out there. Hope you all have an amazing start to your week. Sorry for the sus booba moving around, but we got to figure out some stuff. So get ready. Maybe child of is not the right way. And we just want to no, it does have to be a child of constraint. Pivot, sus booba, I'm back. It says no parameters. Okay, interesting. Funny. In Blender, if you go into your mesh, let's say I go to my body here, and I go into edit mode, and I turn on display normals, are the dots, are the lines coming out of the faces, are they on the outside or the inside of the mesh? For both your sculpture and for both your low poly. Because they both need to be pointed outside. So you can turn down the size so it's a little bit easier to see here. But they should both look like this, where each face is pointing out. That makes sense. That looks so uncomfortable. It hurts. The pain. Kind of pissed off. Got crashed by a freaking crasher yesterday. Oops. But luckily, my VRC sister made me feel better, and my friends played with me private session in Murder 4, but Phantom Pain is pain got shot. Good. Embrace the pain. Stabbed by a knife hurts a lot. Just gotta embrace it. Cenobite arc. Honestly, hedgehog inspiration. All right, that looks correct. Yeah, check your okay, that's both the sculpt and the other one. What about your scale or your transform here? Are these zeroed out completely? Your character should basically be in the same position with everything zeroed out. So put both meshes on top of each other, and they should have the exact same position data here. Sky is the limit. Tried it with the sculpted cube. Use multi-res modifier. Gotcha. Okay, let me look at Unity really quick. Oh, not that one. I want the problem is that it's clipping through the clothing. I could try to... I need to see what happens when this is moving with them. How do I keep it there? Point towards... Rotate... Make the target detachable. Apply weight. Okay, this is probably what I want here. So now if I move this one, it does move with it. Okay, good. That is what I want. But it won't move there. So yeah, your positions, when you export them, you want them to be in the exact same position. The literal exact same position. They have to be on top of each other. I know right now you probably moved them apart, but what I mean by that is your rotation values here. There should be 0 location and 0 rotation. So what I would do, what I do with my versions, put them all in the same spot, and I hit Control A, all transforms. So that makes sure that everything is perfectly centered at the same spot. Another thing too is on your FBX export settings, make sure you're exporting them with the same settings, the exact same settings. Everything to 0, except the scale. Scale you always want to be 1. This is zeroed out, but location 0, rotation 0, scale of 1. That's what zeroed out means. All right. So now things are kind of moving with the body as we would expect. So now I can retry. I would try rebaking with everything zeroed out. Again, they should be in the exact same spot on top of each other, rotations and stuff zeroed out. Lauren is truly impressive. I love my little Jin. Well, good. Though the touch effect sometimes flashbangs myself. Yeah, I kind of expected it that it may be wonky every now and then. So hopefully the slider helps. Still know why I can't see it as I should. We'll take a look at that today. Touch settings. And Unity is still loading right now. That works well. So now I'm starting to think that the parent constraint I have on the avatar is somehow incorrect. No hurry, others see it just fine. So the only real issue is that it sometimes attacks me. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Good morning. Happy Monday. We're doing some booba surgery, so excuse the sus nature of this, but we have to figure out why the boob's not working. There should be a middle bone here, parent constraint. I do see that. Maybe I should have been on everything. Is it working right now, though? It's still gonna clip out. I'll close my eyes, okay. Good. Man, if I just had some voxelized weight painting, this would be super easy. I think. We all know you won't. Called out. Called out. Right there. Is that the issue I was seeing in the... Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Not able to take the boob weight painting and transfer it to the clothing. We are able to do that. The difficulty with boobs is that they can the rotation is offset. So when they rotate, the middle section starts cutting into the other one. Like from the top view, this one's going to rotate into it. So we have to be kind of very careful about how we set it up. Yeah. All right, we're gonna test the physics here. And that looks good. Oh no, still clipping. Okay, so that was because I changed this here. Like that. So activate again. Play again. Fizzbone job. Fizzbone related. Fizzbone related. Still a lot of clipping. Okay. There's a few things I can do. Let's list out our directions we can go. So there's a few things we could do. First is we adapt the clothing. So adapt clothing to ensure that there is enough space between the breast and the cloth that it won't actually poke through. So that's one thing we can do. We can also voxel weight. I don't think that's going to help though. It's going to help. We can also add fizzbone limits. That's possible. I think that's all we can do right now. So first, let's adapt the clothing. First, let's take the cloth and let's just ensure that we are in fact giving enough space to the body. That's like almost an inch worth of space, so I think that should be good. So there's one fix. And we'll go ahead and re-export that. I wonder why I applied the mirror on the body. I don't need the mirror. There's nothing asymmetrical on this character. Just imagine a time where these types of calculations can be done by the system itself. That will make these things so much easier. Absolutely. Yeah. I think a lot of it right now is like just really harsh edges to the systems we make, you know? Everything's very it's inflexible, unadaptive. Whoa. Worst thing is that it doesn't have to be anywhere near perfect to fool us. Yeah, in order the system to understand it, you have to make it near perfect. I have to launch into another AI tirade, but I will resist. Resist. Loading. Sorry. Let's see. So we adapted the clothing. And yeah, now that we've done that, we'll go back here. Boom. All right, that already looks a little bit better. Let's just see where we're at. Whoa, resisting the call of AI chats. You've grown strong over the weekend. Too strong. Too powerful. Because I did a lot of AI this weekend. That looks a lot better. Still see a little bit of clipping. I'm so sorry. It's such a sus thing to do, but we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. This is why I'm paid the big bucks. Shake booba. Right, I'm gonna stand up. Oh yeah, Zoom. I got. Oh look, little mousey. Um, I got Open Interpreter to work on my computer. Did some Phantom Sense this weekend. Ooh, interesting. What, like going out of your way to get the or trying to develop your Phantom Touch? Yeah, I can make commands on my computer. I had it install some repositories for me. I can tell it to open things, make text files. So far, there's no Twitter API, but I suppose that's coming. Okay, that's worse. This needs to be off. I'll try. Did you were you able to rebake Pablo? How'd it come out? So now we're gonna play around with the Fizzbone limits, see if we can get something that's actually a little bit nicer. So I go into I'll need to do that now, just some cuddling. I have a robot arm in my back and I felt it. Interesting. So here's something I thought that might be kind of cool. What if you had like a little panel, like a 15 or 512 by 512 haptic feedback display? So like something that can in a five like pick like a 512 by 512 pixel. I'm back. Emergency meetings. Oh, hopefully nothing too stressful. But you could put it on like the back of your neck and then map sensation from other parts of your body onto this little texture, right? Like a little patch of texture. I'll try doing what you told me to do. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Definitely let me know how that goes. Baking's a little odd, but I think you'll get the hang of it. Wouldn't that be cool? It's like I think that I seem nearly immune to such sentence, even the classical fake hand hammer stunt. I think for me, it's like I feel anticipatory for like physical interaction. Like I know that it's about to happen, but I have yet to experience like true phantom sense. All right, so what we want to look at are the limits. We're going to do a polar limit because that gives us the ability to adjust which way this can rotate. And so the problem right now is that it can rotate too far in. Or actually, it's really that the secondary bone can rotate too far in. So this is yaw. That's the one we want to adjust. We're going to put it onto, we're going to put them both onto a curve for the yaw. Yaw. Like that. Let's give that a shot, see what that looks like. Much better. Okay. I feel like I saw a little bit of tearing, but I think that's much better. All right. All right. I am going to, let's see. Camera and do. Point one curve like this. Can't see the other handle. There we go. Normally, your body always chooses touch over sight. Mine barely does ever. It makes me feel like I'm missing out, though. I get that. So now, be able to grab Booba. No. Sorry. Still clipping. All right, so that's better. We'll leave the limits there. Go ahead and copy this one, copy component. And we'll paste the component values. Making sure this one's set to breast R. All right, we'll leave those there. Also makes me immune to motion sickness, so at least there's that. I have definitely been thrown around so much in VR that yeah, motion sickness does not bother me at all anymore. Very rarely get nauseous in VR, if ever. Okay, so now we're gonna try re-weighting it. Interesting. That should move it. Make sure that it's moving the bone. Yeah, it is moving it. It is moving. Well, it says it's moving it here, but I don't see it moving there. I feel like that didn't move. No, it did. Okay, it did. And then this one is weighted to the breast too. What happens if we switch this to the other one? Breast 1. That way it's on the base bone. One day that might get you a job for working on mining robots in space. Who knows? I don't know if you guys saw the SpaceX talk recently that happened this last week. Like things are breaking. I wish there was like a slow motion so I could see what's going on. I feel like I can't quite tell if it's breaking or not. Right about there. Okay. Play. I want to go digital though. Screw physical. All right, still clipping. All right, let's look at the weight painting now. This is where it's clipping. It's really expected there. Hard to judge of this one though. I just weight it out this way. That. Or do I push the weight this way? I have to do this. Like that's probably not the way. Most likely. Yeah. Actually, I mean, as long as they're symmetrical, we got our symmetry on. Should the boob will ever reach that sort of motion? I would want to prevent. Ideally, I want to understand how to match it. Realistically, probably not. Not with just general moving around. With physical interaction, yes. Motions can easily be put into numbers, non-issue in my books. Losing physical, though, would you lose emotions? Never know where the boo-boo's gonna go. My boo-boos are gone. Um, you know what? I think we'll do just one more change to the cloth. We're just going to take this section here and move it up and out just a little. Not out, just up. Perhaps that will be enough. Ugh. The tough part about this is that I can't quite recreate the motion in Blender that's happening in Unity. So it's hard for me to test because there is a discrepancy with makes the iteration cycle a lot longer. Sign me up. Yeah, I'm okay with being you know, get some Neuralinks in me. Oh, did you guys see? Oh, let me show you. You'll brain interface lovers are going to really enjoy this. So, Starfish is a company that guess who is a part of? Good old Gabe, who's lost a lot of weight. Look at that. Good old Gabe Newell. He just announced this company called Starfish that's pushing boundaries of neural interfaces. And apparently these are those interfaces right here. Who knows what they're and then this one's this is non-invasive right here. Anyway, super cool. Super cool. All right, I want to look at these companies. Vitali. All right, very cool stuff. Great. When are they pumping ads directly into your brainstem? They're already doing it just through your eyeballs, Arctic. Okay. And I heard about this, which is interesting because Gabe has already spoken about this stuff like a year prior. They were clearly onto something. I mean, he's definitely bullish on neural interfaces, and yeah, I think whatever tech he's looking at that the public doesn't see, I would just kill to see that. It'd be so interesting. Okay, so here, I don't think this is something I can avoid. Which bone is getting grabbed? Okay. Time to head on home. Be back in a jiffy. Sounds good, Zoom. See you in a moment. Hello, Sir Patolino BR. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're working on a VR chat avatar right now, trying to get it working. Trying to get the breasts to work. Breasts work with fizz bones. I mean, I can just increase the limit. That's what we got to do. We'll just do more limits. Right? It's like if we don't want the breast to be able to go over there, then just don't let it go over there. Simple. Okay. Then we'll do another one. Anything to do with hardware directly interfacing your body needs to have legal protection so they can't gatekeep stuff like walking or seeing behind a paywall or mandated ads injected into your body. I 100% agree. 100% agree. I think that thankfully brain interfaces definitely fall into an area of governmental regulation that is very strict, and I think it's good that it's starting in such a place because that will create good perspectives. Already happened with hearing aids when they just discontinue to support, leaving people deaf again. Interesting. Well, to clarify, I don't think that we will exist in a world where there's an absence of problems with the technology and people doing weird things with them. It's good to have the perspective that we need to keep things safe, but I don't think that there's a zero chance that that we what am I trying to say? I think that odds are that this technology is super beneficial, but we will definitely see some problems because that's just what humans do. Just what we do. I don't know why animations like ScreenFX are so hated because I make animations and on public maps receive a lot of insults that are very XD. It's like, bro, turns off the avatar. Well, have you ever heard of the idea of consent? You know, it's one thing to have VFX, and it's another to not give someone the chance to opt out. Like, I went into your house and I started smashing your furniture. And you can tell me after I start smashing your furniture that to leave. Don't get me wrong, technology's amazing. I'd love to see cybernetic implants, but I don't trust the people and goddamn CEOs see money as humans rather than something to be squeezed to death for money. I don't disagree. Don't disagree. And it's certainly going to be an interesting. It's fascinating that we live at a time where we really are going to see things like that play out, and to begin to understand the pros and cons and how these things can come together. Oh yeah, even if I go that way, we still get this massive clip. It worked! It worked! Hey, that's good to hear. Look, it worked! Let's take a look. There we go. You're the best. Muscle legs. The legs. I took 4 days. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad that you found the solution. Let's go. And I'm excited to see. You're goaded. Oh, thank you. Hey, you're putting in the work. I'm just helping you. Helping you out as I can. You're so skilled. Hey, I didn't do anything there. I just helped you. I just pointed you in the right direction. Don't discount the work you're putting into it. But thank you. I'm happy to help. Happy to help. The problem is I can go this way. That just immediately breaks it. So we just gonna go pet some kitties in case I don't get back in time. Have a nice rest of your day. Sounds good, Arctic. Definitely enjoy your day. Definitely enjoy petting some cats. Mine's asleep right there with a little mouse on her. I don't know if you can see that. She's in the little. She's right there. She's got a little mouse on her. She's passed out. All right. So here Okay, here's what we'll do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of the clip on the breast completely. So if I go, because as long as it's got the space, we should be fine. We're going to go to our VRC Fury veil toggles we're making, which has the clothing. I'm going to edit this. Should turn this on. But I want to get rid of the discard for this is the breast, so that would be 0, 1. Get rid of this one. Remove. Go back to the scene. What are you doing? Hello, welcome. We're making the boobs work. It's a tough job. But welcome. We're getting these boobs to work right. But good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. Hi. It's important business. All right. Then we'll do another pass on the weight painting. I think we'll separate this. Work, work, work. Hello, boys. Exactly. It's tough. It's a tough job. Let's try. No, that's not helping. So we'll go the other way. That out a little. Two debtors. This is my father. Hello, Dad. Morning, Dad. Come by at just the right time, I guess. Yeah, let's increase that weight here. Because if it clips going the other way, that's fine. That's awesome. Good. Let's take this one, get rid of that weight painting. I'm glad I backed this up because this is going to be kind of an extreme set of changes we're about to do. Let me back up a second. Let's try this one more time, just as is. As is. How's your day going, Dad? What are you up to? We did it's Braden's birthday, by the way. It's my little cousin. Excuse me. Oh, exporting takes so long because I have a million shape keys. I should probably just get rid of the shape keys at the moment. There we go. That's fine. Play again. Yeah, Dad, we'll have to get you on stream sometime. Oh, ignore the arms disappearing. That's fine. And boob still pops out. Oop. All right. I meant to click the other one. Yeah. Boobs are just really fucking difficult to make right. Let's see if I can use some voxel. Eclipse today, by the way. Yes, I'm pumped. Though it's overcast here, so. In fact, let me set a. Hey Siri. Set a reminder for 1:30 for the eclipse. Alexa, play Despacito. Bum 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 bum. I get anyone with that one? Anyone's anyone got their Alexa on? Okay. Why did I go back here? I need to go back to Blender, and we need to look at some weight painting. I did it. I took 7 hours yesterday. Hey, that's a commitment. You saved my life. Happy to help. I understand the pain very well. Very well. So I'm happy to happy to help someone through it. Thank you, Pablo. Ding ding ding. Right, we're gonna separate this part, though, because I like how the weighting's working on the legs. That's a miracle. Not pain anymore. That's happiness. Stopping crying. Yeah, we're gonna mess up this up here. Let's also take the body, invert it, and separate everything else. And then we'll delete all the vertex groups. Mesh data transfer. This should work fine. Okay. So now, booba move. Booba move. Dun, dun, dun. Time to walk the dog. Oh, we'll say hi to Nikki. That's the dog. That's the dog. Well, I'll be here when you get back. Ain't going anywhere. All right, let's see how this works. Just these two objects right now. We're pulling the character apart, fixing, and then reassembling. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I should have removed the shape keys. Would have taken away. Already would have been exported. Actually, Motion Studio is looking pretty good, and it's free. I might get that. Oops. Sorry for the sound. Okay, there we go. Save. Nice. Why'd that happen? Oh, it's because I'm in play mode. Because I'm in play mode. Oh, she lost her hooves. Funny. Alright, so better. I think we gotta just be okay with that kind of stretching right there. And we're just gonna make a limit so it can't go to the side as far. And yeah, that's gonna be it. There's nothing else we can do there. So we look at the limits, and what we're gonna do is we have these polar limits, which are
everybody get up.
Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry, I had the Steam page open and I was cycling through videos. We want to adjust the yaw like this so that I can't pull it over as easily. So it should really be like that. It should prevent it. That got me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that it got me too. What the fuck? That's funny. Grab movement. Let's lower this down a little. 0.1. So I think it is limited on the side, but then it hits the other rotation, the pitch, and that's really kind of an issue as well. So let's lower the pitch too. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so a little bit more pitch, a little bit less yaw. Ignore that they're rotating. It's good. Need more chaos to keep me alert and active. Is that what I imagine my retirement home is going to be like, you know? Like, how to keep you young and spry. Just startle you frequently. Okay, that looks good. I think we still want to limit it even more so that we're just not actually able to move over, which means I do need to change the yaw and get rid of the curve on it so that okay. So now Booba can literally not move over there. It's just not possible anymore. Literally not possible to move over there anymore. Okay, cool. That should be a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and copy the component, paste the component values, go back to this one, give it the correct breast, bam. And then we actually need to go back to the rig because our rotations on our bones are opposite. So what does that mean? means that the viewport axes should not be facing the same direction. The X needs to be the other way on our roll. So we'll just say plus 180. We have to turn off symmetry for that. Okay. So now they should be the opposite directions, I guess. Oh, what if I just use a collider? Duh. That makes way more sense. Colliders. Colliders. That actually would probably be the best. Well, limits. If the limits feel like they're too limiting, that could work really well. I can't believe I didn't think of that before. Yeah, we can just make a little booba container. And it would just limit, we could just put a capsule collider that keeps the bones inside the bounds and just put it over it. Well, maybe. Sometimes colliders get really weird in these programs because they have zero friction. So it can hit a collider and then flip all the way the other direction. And it's like, that's not quite what we want. So if this works, we'll leave it there. Next time I'll try boba. That feels a little too limiting. Well, I mean, that's fine. I don't know. That doesn't feel that bad, I guess. Whoa. All right, I think that works. Nice. All right, now we just have to reassemble everything. I was watching TikTok yesterday, and watching these people pull apart like engines. They're techs or automotive techs, and that was super interesting. I was like, that kind of reminds me a lot of this work. Like, I actually think that one of the best comparable uh jobs or is like cars, like automotive repair. It feels very similar to Avatar work. Oh, did I make everything twice? No. Um, I don't know if anyone else feels that, but I think it's kind of an apt metaphor. To delete all the. Oh, okay. Anything that would be attached to the head. Never done automotive work, so I don't know. This is mostly I never have either, so it's not really a from experience that I'm speaking, but just like yeah, just watching them like it's like okay, you have to pull things apart in a certain way, put them back together in a certain way. It's like that feels relatable. Okay, nothing's broken. Good. Now we'll go ahead and recombine the clothing. Let's just do just these two first. And we'll say bridge edge loops. Boom. Merge. Cool. All right. Recombined. And we put all the clothing back together and all the body back together. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, 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 bum. We adapted the clothing, did that, and next time I'd really love to experiment with colliders. I think that is actually a little bit more interesting to me than some of this other stuff because that way they just can't intersect. So you would never get the clipping I'm experiencing because they literally would just bounce off each other. Whatever. It's going to work fine for right now. But next time. Now imagine an automotive shop assembling a giant metal IRL VR chat avatar. It's coming. There's this guy I follow on YouTube, David Brown, I think. And David Brine. I always struggle finding him on my YouTube. But I love sharing his work because it's just super, super interesting. And it feels very much like something you would see in a E. It smile's a little creepy, but oh sorry, it's Dave. Dave makes David Brown. I think I said a different name, but oh I said David Brine. David Brown. Uh yeah, he's done a ton of cool stuff. I mean, how cool is that? That's like the most cyberpunk thing you can imagine right there. Super cool. Um definitely worth checking out. All right, now we've got that face fixed up. Let's go ahead and work on our face rigging because uh, Lord knows we need to get that working. Um, and let's look at the body really quick. All of our vice seams are looking good. The expressions need some fixing up. Sure. Saw VTuber stream was that concept. I know as well that some people have been printing their avatars life size, 3D printing the full size versions of their avatars, which is just nuts. That's a crazy amount of work. Ooh, that's a crunchy blink. Okay. I don't think I adjusted any of the animations so far, so we're just going down this list. That looks good. And then we'll select this. Go to, oh wait. Yeah. Select this, pose tools. I want to set this as the blink. 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 And blinky. So then we can copy this pose one more time. Actually, we should just need these two. 10, blink left is 20. Darn it, this should be here that we're making these changes. Cool. Then bada boom. And Alt G. Thank you. Let me just hit that a million more times. Going so slow. You know what'll help? Turning off the triangulate, and also deleting all the shape keys that we currently have. There we go. Turns out the VTuber I was remembering actually used M Motion to make the whole thing. Is there a specific channel or Discord I can put the link in? Let's take a look. I think that VR chat is probably a good one. You know, general's just fine. General's just fine. Most people here are excited with this kind of stuff. Yeah, so I think general's fine. Sorry, not to not to fake you out there, but I'll update this with texture soon. Oh, the eye's not weighted. No, it's not. The eyes are not weighted. It is that the eye bones are using these bones. These bones need love. We'll add a locked track, and we'll use the rig and target by L. Y, Z, I believe. Now it should follow. Should follow it. Okay. Gotcha. No, that's correct. Because now it's only rotating on the y-axis, and we can duplicate this and switch it to this one, or this one. Yeah. Okay. So now follows it really well, and take the other eye, copy to selected, copy to selected. Make sure we're selecting just this one and switch it to the other target, the right eye target. All right, and now the eyes are moving and grooving. Perfect. Yeah, let's take a look. General.
It's a 3D environment.
Oh, very cool.
That I created myself using Motion Studio. And you can go, and it's fully 3D. You can move cameras around. I have models of my friends' avatars walking around.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's this whole ship that I basically made.
And can anyone join on Motion?
But when I do 3D modeling, we are in the lab, and I work on this machine here. I gotta fix that transition. Yeah, if you ever want to check it out, the software I use is free. And
Is he
if you're
updating this in
interested
real
in
time?
any sort of 3D modeling experience, they have prefab environments and stuff like that. Also, I just realized my command was broken here. Hold on, let me try that again.
Is Avatar updating in real time? Oh my god, it is? That's cool. See, look, the eyes are open, eyes are open, eyes are closed, eyes are closed. So this Avatar, he's actually updating this in real time. How the heck is he doing that? That's cool. That is really cool. You need both user permissions to let people in, of course, but yes. Oh, all right. So I think that's going to be probably the direction we go. Yeah, maybe we'll play around with that today, this morning. No clue how we'll. Well, we'll find out together. Do do do. All right, eyes are blinking. Let's look at our mouth motions. That may be a little extreme. Well, thank you for sharing that, because that actually is super exciting, because that's kind of what I've been wanting to do, and just like finding the right way to do it has been such a challenge. How do I approach this? I don't know. If it's not quite the best fit, then I think I'll use a Resonite to do that. We'll see. I think I just got to treat like every platform as like a potential opportunity. Be everywhere, do everything. Digimo, hello, welcome. Are you using Face It? I have Face It, but I'm using AutoRig Pro at the moment. I have used Faceit in the past. Uh, it's cool. It's cool. AutoRig Pro does some similar stuff, um, except that Faceit will help you get to the ARKit stuff a lot faster. Um, so I'm going to load recent seams. So it's the one we're doing right here. The P. Oh, on local, global. Whoa. Is that too much influence on the upper face? Oh, this isn't mirrored. What is this? Okay, hang on. Sorry, 1 second, y'all. I like this character a lot. Super cool. But why am I not working with the mirror modifier right now? Is there something I'm missing? I think so. Be able to mirror the whole thing. So we'll do side of active like this. Layout. Is it the tail? No. That's definitely mirrored. So why did I combine it? I just feel like I'm gonna undo this and then remember why I did it a certain way in a moment. Oh well. Ah, fuck it. Okay. Go back to face rigging. We'll just use symmetry. It's fine. All right. But do any of these have influence on the top of the nose like that? I don't think so. There we go. Oh. I should be able to save that data. Okay. I guess as good as in weight painting mode. Okay, so you can't save a hot deer. How much tweaking do you find you need to do after using Faceit? I've never been able to do face rigging and just have it immediately work. Ever. There's always tweaking to do. And it depends mostly on the type of character. So usually it's pretty fast. At least an hour. At least an hour worth of work for all the animation values I have, which are quite a few. So I've got all the ARKit stuff. I've got all the like this isn't even all of it either. This is just VR chat and the unified expressions. Anyway. All right, so 70 is like this. Any chance of being a good for anime styles, or does it only shine for realism? No, facial tracking goes such a long way in any. I would say you don't necessarily have to have as realistic facial tracking for anime styles because you can actually push the expressions much further with stylized characters, anime or cartoon and stuff. Um, but it is definitely important for that character to feel correct. I would say. In fact, there was a good anime that just came out recently. Something boy, girls in band or something. Girls in band. In girls band. Yeah. Okay. So this anime is one of the few. Anyway, but this is a 3D anime, but they do a really good job with the expressions. Anyway, very good stuff. Um, Definitely fantastic reference for what you can do with facial rigging. Not that like you have to push it so far, just that is just as an example of what you can do. Like that's a full professional studio making those animations. So like don't hold yourself to a crazy high bar because you're looking at the work of like a whole team of people there. Um, but certainly makes me feel that the line between VTubers and VR chat avatars and anime is very quickly merging into one space. um, I mean, not the studio specifically. Sorry, I already do ARK. Gotcha. Um, it's roughly the same. It's roughly the same because they're going to give you some like basic shapes. It's a little bit adapted to the shape of your character, but I would say roughly the same. About an hour worth of tweaking because it's just like kind of this cycle of going back and forth. Studio Orange drew the face sometimes on top. Don't know if Beastars or only with lustrous. One of the examples they pointed at with some of the extreme expressions. Oh, here it is. People said it's 3D, right? Face. Maybe not in this clip, but for the most part, this seems all 3D though. Oh yeah, what she does right here. She does the like that kind of expression, but apparently that's all 3D. From what I've understood. Wow, explore communities, sexy girls. Twitter's fallen so far. Anyway, oops. I want to lift up the lips a little bit more. Fudge. I think your stream may be lagging. It definitely is. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm going to be moving very soon, actually. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be at a new apartment, and I'm going to have a lot better internet. I'm very excited about that. And it'll basically be like a whole little studio just for me. I'm excited. We're gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna go all out with making my stream and the like integrating my stream with like a Resonite or Motion or something like that. It's gonna be fun. Awesome here. I'm a bit jealous, not gonna lie. Well, we have very similar goals with our projects. Oh, well, good. I think if I'm able to yeah, get like a there's got to be cooler ways. Especially, I'm gonna try to go more and more into VR once I get a better headset, one that I can actually read text in easily. It would be really cool to work in VR while making things for VR. That's like the long term goal, but I'll need to save up for that. Um, what headset are you on currently? I'm on the Quest 2. Um, oops, which I have really enjoyed. I think Meta Zuckerberg sucks when it comes to being an asshole, but it's a good product. Um, I know. Ideally, I'd be on like the Vision, but actually, I take that back. I think the Quest 3 or the Quest Pro is probably the best fit. I'm tempted to just hold out and wait until Meta releases their next, whatever that is, next headset or some other company. Because I'd love a headset with high resolution, face and eye tracking, and wireless. That's pretty much the four things I want. And I'm sorry, I know the stream's lagging really badly. Um, hopefully the audio is coming through. At least I'm gonna move this closer. Hello. Um, the audio is fine. Good, good. Um, yeah, Sky I think just got a big screen beyond. Not like ideally that'd probably be what I'm using because it's just so lightweight. Um, it is interesting to see someone like sadly it's Bradley, who's such a VR advocate, just completely switch over to that Vision Pro. Like I think that's probably the biggest endorsement in my mind, that Apple could have ever gotten is someone who's a VR fanatic just getting their headset and never looking back. So I'm like, it's got to be something really good there. uh, the mixed reality stuff grows really exciting to me. Like, how cool would it be to be able to just like take your entire setup and go sit in a coffee shop with VR, and like work and stuff. Go outside and do this stuff. There we go. Can you do Steam VR stuff with the Apple Vision Pro? I've seen people doing stuff with it. I don't know how easy it is to set up, but I have seen people connecting it. Um, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of official app come out, or at least like Virtual Desktop had got really popular because it bridged the Quest with your Steam, and I'm assuming people are working very hard to do the same thing with the Vision Pro as well, because there's a lot of money to be made if they can do that. Kind of a race to the finish line there. The weights still look a little weird. Way too dense for what it is. Bam, levels, smooth. This point right here has just been, it's so sharp. Why is it crazy sharp right there? I feel like there's something else attached to it somewhere. All right, I always forget that one nice trick in Blender is you can actually just select the vertices, go to item, and see what the heck is actually influencing it. Displace, that's not non-deforming, so deform only. Nose. Lip bottom. Lip bottom X. All lip bottom right here. Which account for everything there. Just doesn't seem as... Is tweaking the weights the only way to edit Faceit, or can you edit the shape keys still? I would heavily recommend only adjusting the weight painting because shape keys are very fragile and prone to breaking. So I think it's best to make a really good rig, which is what I'm doing here. Basically, it's like right now I'm making an animation that has all the shape keys I want. So whenever I need to redo something, it's there ready to go. And plus, it's like if you build a good rig and it works the way you want it to, then it's very easy to add new shape keys later. You know, you're kind of giving yourself a very, very solid foundation on how you can change things. And also this script here that I'm using to bake my shape keys is available on my Gumroad for, I believe, $1 or $2. I can't remember how much I put up. Oh yeah, it's right here. Shape Key Baker, right on my little ad on the bottom right there. It should work for Faceit because it's pretty much agnostic to whatever you're using. I assume that's part of Face It. It may be actually. So it's been quite a while since I last used Face It, but I believe, yeah, they should be baking the. There should be an option to bake it once you've created those animations. You're right. I don't want it to be that strong. It should be good. This is kind of cheating, but I'm just going to straight up move it while it's in this mode just to get it to do what I want. Smooth it out a little. Okay, there we go. 100. Hmm. We'll come back to it. All right, 100. Then 110. Chew. Yeah, the lip is getting flattened. Okay, I was not imagining that. It's definitely getting smushed. It must be the jawbone. Yeah. Jawbone. Something else too. How about the head? Nope. There's no influence there, so why is it getting flattened at that point? Ah, what is this? Double chin. That's fine. Okay. 110. Now we're on to this. Okay. Wait, we even finish ch? No. No, we did not. Show me cha. 110. This. Then, so this one, the lips really don't move, or the jaw doesn't really move, just the lips move. What the heck? What the heck? Why is it? Why is it like this? Something else. Probably the jawbone. No. Is it off center? Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have muted myself for that. It just snuck up on me so fast. Okay, there's some of it. Oh, thank you. Okay, now that looks even. There we go. All right. All right, perfect. And 120 is S for Sam. That works. 130 is N. So all the closed mouth ones. Whoa. Ni, ni. 135, reset everything. 140 is R here. There we go. Actually, this is another closed. No, I don't have to move it down. Bam, 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 bam. A little bit more if I can. And 150 is ah. Actually, for 145, let's go to our tool. Select this one, and I'm going to keyframe, keyframe, and keyframe, keyframe. That way I can adjust some of these settings while we're doing this. And we're just gonna do what we can to make a nice, more of a rounded. Sorry, I'm looking at my mouth while I do that. It seems that the top lips do come down a little bit more. $155, $160, E. Eh. The shape of this reference mouth, this person's mouth, and my character is actually surprisingly similar. I feel like kind of a lot of crossover here. Then actually I'm going to copy these ones, paste them here. And all we really need to do is just kind of close it, push it out to the side. E. All right. And then 180 is O, which again, we're going to redo. I'm also going to go back to my tool here, insert, insert, and insert, and insert. Okay. Now, oh. I really don't like that. I'm just gonna leave it off. Those should be the original settings, yeah. Okay. Oh. So bring the front lips down. Protrude them. Oh. Those down. Wait, does it automate the shape keys or do you have to pose every one individually? Facet's going to give you some, like, this is not Facet, but Facet is going to give you is going to give you the ARKit shape keys. But you're generally still going to have to tweak them to make them work on your particular character. And yes, you'll have to do that for each one, each expression, each Viceme, or there's a lot more we're going to be doing because there's all these micro expressions too. But that's for the face tracking. For the standard VR chat stuff, we're almost done. Thank goodness, I almost thought it was a rig only. It can be. But it does come with some like automatic setup for your expressions. We'll do ooh. Love making models, but the face rig is the absolute worst. I want to do it myself. Yeah, that's the path that led me to this the way I'm doing it now. It's like this is nice, but I need more control. I need more control. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. I used Hannah Tool Vroid one time and it was so amazed I haven't turned back since. Oops. Oh, oh. Sorry, I know it's weird to do these expressions, but I gotta figure them out. Oh, obviously can't make anything other than anime-esque humans. People do make a surprising variety of characters with that Vroid Studio. But again, it's like VR chat where it's mostly people like hacking, it's like, oh, Vroid didn't really intend people to use it that way, but people were able to make it with the tools. That's already on. Bam. All right. 240, browse down, browse up, and browse down. 260. All right, now we're in the expressions. These ones are going to take a little bit. Does Faceit only support spherical eyeballs, or can I move anime eyeball planes too? That should be fine. That's where your weight painting comes in handy. That being said, though, the difficulty with it doesn't, you can use the planar eyeballs, but because it is intended to use spherical eyes, the rotation is going to be a little strained because if you have like your flat object on the axis or on the bone, when it rotates, your plane is going to tilt. So, I ended up making a whole system to do eye movement without rotation, just using blend shapes. So go to my Gumroad really quick. I'm not trying to plug my Gumroad so often, but it's just these are the kinds of things I've built for myself with these tools. So this VR chat eye parameter thing was made with the intention of showing how to set it up in VR chat. Because you don't really want your planers, if it's a flat plane, you don't really want it on a bone because it's going to rotate, and that rotation makes you see the side of the plane, so it becomes very thin um, to someone's view. I want to do the angry expression now. So you turn the eye tracking bone transforms into parameters somehow. Exactly. Yeah, I've created a little, and the video I made actually, sorry, there's a video in that Gumroad page that does kind of go through how I made it. So if it's something you want to recreate, it should give you enough information to do so. Um, sorry, I have to make the faces in order to, to model them. It's like drawing. Kind of goofy, I know, but is what it is. The weight paint these ones out, I think. Definitely have a look at it. Yeah, please do. Please do. Um, Turned out most people left the eye to bone rotation. I was like, huh. um, that's because VRChat doesn't support eye parameters, like by default. So that's kind of what my product is for there. It's like if you just had the eye rotation parameters, it would be so easy to set it up doing other things, but like we're using shape keys and blend shapes and stuff like that. But VRChat does as VRChat does. I really do love the VR space, and I'm very grateful for what VRChat has provided me, the opportunity to like make this kind of work. But I also feel that there have been a lot of decisions by VRChat, the dev team, that leave me befuddled and confused. Gotcha. I keep thinking of VTubing terms. My apologies. Yes. So most of the work I do is for VRChat, so that's kind of where my brain goes. Um, All right, that looks angry. Actually, before we continue, all right, let's make a backup copy right now, which we'll call base rigging. Save. Then what I'm going to do is go to the shading and let's bring in the textures from the project. I am. I'll switch this to smoothness. Invert color. And plug that into roughness. Okay, there we go. Then the body. Dado, metallic, normal, smoothness. Okay. And we'll put that here. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Should this be non-color data? That doesn't really make a difference here, but that's okay. All right, eyes. Ooh. Bam. Factor goes here. This one goes here. All right, beautiful. Hair. Don't care. Hair. Don't care. Bam. Fado. Metallic. Normal. Smoothness. Yeah. All right. Now I'm just doing this so that I can really see what I'm doing when I'm making these facial expressions. My cat's on the move. Oh, she's laying down again. Okay. Alrighty. Cool. All right. Will the house move and space update come with a cat cam to future streams? That's the goal. That is the hope. You doing okay? There he is, working up a hairball over here. Yeah, I think most likely I'll be taking the cat with me. And yeah, I'd love to get like a cat tree set up with a little camera pointed at it. Pained or angry? That looks angry. Let's switch it up a little. Look at a slightly different reference. It's too far. She just got a small mouth, so. Show me your grr face. Hello, Wendy. Welcome. Hi, happy Monday. Grr, bark, bark. Yeah, that looks good. Is Austin in the path of totality? It is, but. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's cloudy, but we actually have a little bit of blue sky out there. I set my alarm, so hopefully I will catch it. It's gonna happen during lunch, um, but I'm excited. I'm quite excited for it. Wow, it's 11:30 already. What the fudge? It's crazy how fast a week goes by now. Can't even believe. That's kind of a pleasant, happy face. Not bad. Pump up that smile a little. What about you? Are you I think you said you're in the where are you again? You're quite close to here, aren't you? Just 3 Eastern for me. I've waited for this since like 4th or 5th grade. Wow. Yeah, I always love the people coming out. It's like, oh, it's the end of the world. And it's like like, okay, well, we've known about this for like a long time. Like a long time. Time flew by today. It feels like it really has. What a quick morning. It's because we're having fun. It's because we're having a good time. I need to get this smile down. A little bit of a goofy smile. Need to bring this one back so we can feel the whole mouth smile. Actually, there's actually a really cool command with animation, Alt E, and it lets you blend between the keyframes. Very useful. I wish VR chat had something like that. Or sorry, the edit mode had something like that when you're working with vertices. I'm in the Dayton area. We are also in totality. Well, hopefully it's sunny for you. Right now, the weather here says expect thunderstorms today. So, maybe it'll work out. Maybe we'll get eclipse and lightning at the same time. That'd be cool. Actually, yeah, let's do a closed eye smile. It looks nicer. We'll do like kind of this really nice curve. Need to fix the weighting on the eyelash there. Wow, Christmas music. No good. Oh, interesting. One of her eyebrows is higher. I kind of like that, though. It's like a little asymmetrical. Asymmetry is one of those things that I feel like I should be putting in more expressions, but at the same time, it's not always what people expect. So, torn on that. Well, won't be same time. You're like an 18-hour drive away. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Texas, so big. Texas. Good old Tejas. All right. Sad. I'm looking up as references. Sad furry. Happy furry. Dude, there's so much AI art now. It's wild when I go on Google Images. There's haven't been any Google searches recently that have not had AI in them. For me, Google Images at least. So pervasive. It really is. Yes, indeed. What's interesting about sad expressions is a lot of time the bottom eye, it doesn't lower or raise, but it flattens. It you do like this flat kind of look, and that seems to really be like sadness. Oh, I'm so sad. And then you raise the eye up, kind of the those napkins are bad. Especially on the inner corner of the eye, like raising that up really helps give it that sad. So sad. Expressions are interesting. Really interesting to get them to work right. But the funny part, again, is that I have to make the expression myself in order to really get it right. So sad. Oops. Nice. A little bit more of a curve if I can. Looks a little bit more like a pout now. Less sad, more pouty. There we go. That's better. Right in between. And we'll also just raise this one up a little. Huh. You know, if I separated, oh, it's interesting. I wonder if I separated the pupil from the iris, then I could scale it to give like, like a Puss in Boots eyes. That'd be pretty fun. We'll come back to that. All right, now let's do confusion. Wow. Yeah, let's do. And my reference that I'm searching, confused furry. It's a little weird. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at expressions. That's good. I like that. Like, that's very skeptical. Huh? What? Huh? Cool. Okay. 300 blush. Usually like my flirty expression. Like a sly smile, basically. A slile. Sly smile. Slile. It's really just like a partially angry expression. It's funny how that works. A little bit more smirk like. Let's say smirking furry. I think we'll turn off symmetry and have one of the sides go quite a bit further. This one will kind of bring back. Yeah, that feels more smirk-like. And then with the way her mouth is set up, it's very important I stretch the bottom lip because that really gives a huge hint to the motion of the mouth. little seam there. What is that from? Okay, what's going on in there? She's about to upchuck or something. My cat, that is. I don't know if you can hear her wheezing in the background. She's like, no, did I do the wrong one? Yeah, I did. I accidentally skipped to this one. The cat hork. I went looking for past eclipse data to figure out what year it was. I first saw a partial, but instead of finding articles talking about Ohio experiencing today's eclipse as though it already happened. Oh, weird. I mean, anything's possible in Ohio. If you witnessed yesterday's total eclipse, congrats. You witnessed something that hasn't happened in Ohio since 1806. They're just getting prepped. I guarantee you that's some spam bot account. Just like spamming out articles. I'm doing a shocked expression, which is why I'm making that sound. Right, now I'm going to look up shocked furry. I would definitely need to fix the weight painting right there. Awesome. Cool. 300. Now 320. Tongue out. We'll come back to this one. Probably not an expression I'm going to develop on stream. $325. $330. My favorite one, the blep. My cat's being so cute. More tongue. IDK, it's not a big publication, but I've seen it around. I can't help but wonder if the author thought he missed it. Will be the one of the few people out driving will be caught off guard when the sky darkens. There we go. That looks a lot more playful. All right. That's pretty good. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and make a backup copy now, which we'll call 16 Viseems done. Save. Oh, I want to pop my thing. All right. Now we're going to look at the next set of expressions, the facial tracking expressions. Amazing. I look out right, left, or in. Eyes should all be fine. 30. That's fine. 500. Right, left. Actually, I'm going to fix the eye weight painting. Oh, it's already this late. I need to go. Have a good one. Sounds good, Corn. Enjoy your day. Thank you for hanging out, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Catch you later. I'm going to lunch in just a moment anyway. For anyone who is new to the stream, I do break my day up into 2 streams. So we're going to be going to lunch in 10 minutes, and then I'll be back in about an hour and a half afterwards. I'll try to take a video of the eclipse if I can see it. Oh, I didn't get any view guards things. Oh, I have sunglasses. I need to double check their UV polarized. Actually, that wouldn't even help because you're staring directly at it. So, no, I guess that would still help. Polarization. Anyway, funny stuff. Let's look at the weight painting on the eyes. Here. I think what we'll do is select the hair. Pop that off. Boom. Hide that. Then we'll select eyeballs. Boom. Hide those. And what I'll do is actually just take only... Okay, no, I take that back. Recombine the hair as well. Would have been a lot simpler is to take this section onto duplicate, separate, and we'll call this object the data transfer eyelids. Okay. Then I'm actually going to send them to hidden. Go back here. We'll take the eyelashes. Pop them off. Boom. First things first. take a look at them. Something like that. All right. That fits pretty well. Then we'll go to mesh data transfer, delete all the vertex groups. We have our data transfer eyelids. We'll transfer them vertex groups. Okay. Now let's see the behavior. Oh yeah, that's much better. I think that's pretty much what we want. All right, recombine. Easy peasy. Just to confirm. The blink one more time. Pretty good. A little chunky right at the edge there. Hello, Pablo. Thank you so much, bro. I made the model. Now I just have to do the waiting process. Well, good luck with that waiting, Pablo. You got the tenacity, so I'm sure you'll make it through. Another adventure. Another adventure. Going to take this weight. I'm going to paint it on this side. Completely. That. And then weight it back out. Here. Look at that. Now we get a nice smooth angle. And then I think the only other thing I'm going to change is the this side. So let's look at here. Go back to the closed eyes. Yeah, it's definitely a little chunked right there. Got it. Stop. Bam. Bam. Okay. And I don't want it to be that strong. I just want a little. Maybe none. That seems fine. I am just going to take this side, delete it, slap on a mirror mod, and apply it just to ensure that the weight painting is exactly the same on both of them. All right, and now they're good. Much better. Cool. I like it. All right, y'all. It is time for me to go get some food. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. Happy Monday. Thank you for hanging out, and I hope you're all having a good start to your week as well. I know I am. I'm going to go take some pictures of the eclipse, and I'll be sending them to y'all in Discord in a little while.
If you haven't yet, definitely hit that follow and subscribe. I'll be back soon, very, very soon, just an hour and a half. And I hope everyone's going to have a great break. Thank you again. Much love to all of you, W. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you, Cornfather. Thank you, Wendy. Everyone else that's lurking. Hope you're having an amazing day. Enjoy clips. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it as well. It'll be a while later, I'm sure.